TV played low. Daddy smelled like perfume that never came from home. Lipstick on his collar, secrets on his phone. He'd say, I'll be back soon. We'll throw the ball around and chase midnight fire while I waited on the ground. Lust was his religion, cheap thrills his only prayer. He forgot the sons who still kept his favorite chair. They chose the demons over their only sons. Addiction and desire, the war that they won. Pills over parenting, passion over pride. Everything came first, everything but me. I was blood, I was bone, I was supposed to be home, but they left us in the silence, learning how to be alone. Birthdays came quiet, Christmas lights stayed packed. Mama nodded out on the couch, Dad never came back. I grew up in the cracks between their broken vows. Swore I'd never chase the things that took them down, but some nights I still hear a slurred I love you, kid, and his relief on the porch when the door finally slid. Now I'm older, scars turned into armor on my skin. I built a life from the pieces they threw in the bin. I don't hate you, but damn, it still stings to know we was the last on both your list of things. You chose the needle, you chose the thrill. Left a boy to raise himself against his will. I still love you both through the hurt and the shame, but love don't fix the night. You never came. Everything came first, everything but us, yeah, everything but us. Mama, Daddy, I hope the high was worth it. I hope the lust felt like heaven, 'cause down here on earth, your boys still wonder why they weren't enough.
Hello, how is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. That was Don Palo's new song. It's called Addiction. We have a lot on our plate. We're going to focus on Exile Camp Release videos today. But first, there was a video I did want to do. I believe it's copyright free, so taking a little chance with this one. I use AI check it that say it was copyright free. So I'd like to kind of go over the song. And because ever since I heard it, it had a nice special spot in my heart. So let me go ahead and get rid of the be right back at the moment. There we go. Oh, my way down there. Let's fix that. Why do I look all drugged? Oh, too far. You pick that. Clever from it. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up this song real fast. Yes, please, everybody, do go ahead and like my stream. I would greatly appreciate that. I'd also appreciate, if possible, check me out on Twitch and say a couple words. But before we get started, let's say hello to everybody. Going down the list, we have, starting off, we have Gujarazard, Ohio Bergman, Dell, Pufferfish Pat, Eli Lee, Exile King Burley. We have Noel, Penny Greaves. We have Smoky Fox, because she's Smoky. Yazpo. We have Let's see here. Hawks Inferno, we have Penny. Good to see you, Penny. One of the great reactors. We have Rain. We have a Redskin here. And then we also have Ohio Birdman and Big Papa Pedro. So again, hello everybody. I see you all on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So I hope you're all doing well. Oh, I just realized my camera's moved. That's why I'm looking all silly and not actually moving. Yay, there we go. Now it looks right. There. That's much better. My camera accidentally got blocked, so it wasn't actually seeing me. Alright. So the first song is definitely an older song, and it is not an AI song or anything like that, but it's something that I do enjoy listening to help me relax and remember to relax. So the song is called Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen. And I mean, look at that. We're in, what is this, 4x3 from VH1. So let's go ahead and give this a listen to. And I want you to think about the message that this is talking about. It's technically a song, but it's more of life advice.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of '99, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now.
So this was back in 1999, so 27 years ago is when the song came out. And so the advice I was given in this still holds true today. And now some things you do have to, just like when he talks about magazine, just think of Instagram. So here we go.
Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum.
And that's so true. If you look at the history of time and such, let's just go back to, we had World War One, and then after, or before World War One, we had the Great Depression. Was it on? Yeah, we had World War One, we had the Great Depression, we had World War Two, we had the Cold War, we had the rise of Middle East terrorism, there was always been something going on where it's like the world feels like it's on the brink of destruction. And so you have to not worry about it and just continue to live life and think that things are going to be okay.
The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing.
And I want to go over this advice about doing one thing every day that scares you. It's about broadening your horizon, that understanding that this thing that is daunting, after you do it and you realize it's not that bad.
Bubblegum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself.
And I was mentioning someone who recently was talking about how they feel bad about trying to make content, and because they see so many great creators who are doing such amazing things. And so I want you to understand that they may seem amazing, and what you need to do is just do it with yourself and make it about the journey that you're taking, not a competition against other people. Because we all have different circumstances.
Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone.
There needs to be more kind to their knees today. Definitely, I know there's been I know I'm like that. I wish I was a little bit kinder to my knees. That being said,
The most interesting people I know.
I also am curious of how many of you know someone who is definitely considered an adult type today. Definitely considered an adult, but still, they don't know what they want to do, and they're just living life, and they're okay with that. And I want to remind people that it's okay not to know what you want to do. So again, don't feel bad about the pressure that gets put on you from life. You just move at your own pace, and it's okay.
Didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's.
Now, I want to remind people, when you see other people do well, remember that there's a level of your circumstances, luck, and the amount of effort you put. You can only control one, maybe two of those. You might be able to control your circumstances, but you can only control the effort you put in. The luck, you can't control, and you might have good luck or you might have bad luck, and other people might have good luck or bad luck. So you don't need to compare yourself against other people, because we're all different in the way things happen with us.
Everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future.
And this is true with a lot of your blood relatives. I mean, sometimes bridges are burned. But compared to so many other people, when years go by, if you try to reconnect, there's a chance better than most that they'll try reconnect and see if it's possible. Because again, they're the closest people. They spent decades with you, and you're one of bonds with them. So,
Your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but with a precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Travel.
Okay, I will say it's kind of different today. New York is not as hard as it used to be, but it used to be New York, nobody was ever nice. You really had to prove yourself to get anything, and now you're like, oh, we don't care, tough luck for you. This is Wall Street territory. You either get rich or you drop out and go back to where you came from. But New York's definitely changed compared to then, but the message still holds true of go somewhere hard and try somewhere soft.
But leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Travel. Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund, maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair, or by the time you're 40, it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth.
And yeah, when advice is given, it's a good time to stop and listen, because there's a lot of knowledge in the advice that people offer, but also understand that they're speaking from a possibly jaded perspective. So be prepared to take what you can to learn from it, but also be cautious of accepting the advice as pure truth.
But trust me on the sunscreen.
And that was the shortened version. There's a longer version that is a good 7 minutes long, where there's more singing going on, while this version cuts off and does just the advice part of it. But again, it's a great song. There's supposedly an updated version when I haven't heard it, like this class of 2010 or something like that. But the advice of this that was made in '99 still holds true today. I recommend this advice to everyone, and this video has shaped a lot of how I think about things. But yeah, it's just one of those days I really want to share for those who have not seen it, because it is a truly good life advice. Yeah, so this one is just a remaster, but there is one that's like year 2000s, but I would have to look for it. I'm not going to look for it. But yeah, today we're going to be focusing on Exile King Broly as a nice catch-up stream. Exile King Broly, for a good while, it looked like he slowed down a bit, but for a good while, maybe I'm exaggerating, but it felt like it was every day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, he was doing about 6 videos a week, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I love his videos, and also considering I'm featured in some of these, I definitely want to catch up and be a part of it. And I feel bad that there's so many that I missed. So today we're gonna just focus on Exile King Broly's videos. We're gonna start at his newest videos. and work our way backwards. And so, I really hope that he is everybody's style. And if he's not, I apologize. But not nobody is right for everybody, so don't feel bad about that. So let's go ahead and start off with Spiral's End.
So I erase the spiral. Once you catch your pretty spells while evil grow below. You burn and light and balance in the darkness in your chest. Now the hooded angel comes, this world will know no rest. With her city shines, don't break morales in its cause. You chase the next adventure while the real one stays ignored. I have through the mirror, show the monster in your face. You turned away and laughed, so now only silence remains. No more schools, no more towers, no more lies you try to spin. The void has lost its patience. Let the cleansing begin. I erase the spiral. Hear the magic from the sky. Hooded shadow falls upon you. Watch your world die. Glitch inside your spells, violent lightning splits the night. You refuse to face your darkness. Now I bring eternal night. No redemption, no forgiveness, no more chances left to take. There's our fight, angel passes judgment. Let the spiral break. Every tower, every realm, consumed by silent flame. You dance with evil freely. Now I erase the game. I see the fear in your eyes as the sky begins to crack. The spiral twists and shatters underneath my violent attack. You hid behind your wanted robes, pretending you were pure. But evil festered in your heart, now feel the cure. My cloak devours mana, my wings eclipse the sun. The hooded one has spoken. Your story here is done. No final boss, no epic quest, no heroic last stand. Just silence as the void reclaims this corrupted land. You had the chance to look inside. You chose to mask instead. Now the spiral fades away into the darkest break
I apologize. Give me 1 second, everyone. Hello. I apologize about that. I had something come up and I had to take care of it right away. That being said, that was a fun video. I went more into the details of it. Looked like he was dealing with a mage clan. So let's go ahead and go back into the video. I am curious how he got from the berserker into more of a mage. I have missed a lot of lore, so I would like to go into that. And it looks like he definitely has like power of a void realm. He still has giant form that he had before with the berserker. he's definitely evolving into a different entity, which I am enjoying the development. And here we have different elemental mages. So it looks like, and just a guess, these were these looked a lot like the mages we saw prior right in this scene. Or sorry, over here. So I'm guessing what we had happen is these became kind of lich versions of their mage self. Now I am a little curious of this person here. I wonder if it's like a leader of a mage academy or mage society or mage guild. And here we see them where each of them wearing masks attributed to their element. And it definitely seems like he's about that. As we're talking about that balance between light and evil, when everybody rejects their evil, while he's sitting here saying you need to accept your evil with the light. So again, great song. I really did enjoy this. So let's go ahead and share that video. Or if you want, I could, I guess, just share Exile King Broly. Now let's do a video. Let's not downgrade just because we're doing a reaction to each of his videos. If you guys could go ahead and take this time to, if you could take the time to hop over on Twitch, I will provide the link real fast, and leave a little message. If you're already on Twitch, say hello. I'm trying to reach that goal for, to become a Twitch affiliate, so I can get, a little bit of, affiliate stats and all this stuff that they have. So there's the Twitch link if you could. Hop on over. I'll share it with Cake as well. There's Cake. And yeah, because I'm close to getting that section on Twitch. But yeah, if you could just hop over, say hello, and everything. Give me 1 second. Hello, I'm back. Apologize, I have a lot of distractions today. We are reacting to Exile King Broly's songs. I've been a little behind on reacting to his videos, so we're playing a little catch up right now. Exile King Broly, we just did Spiral's End. We're going to do Veil Walker next. And we're gonna work through a lot of these. There's a lot of these I'm just behind. We're probably only going to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7. You're probably only going to get through to the Hoodoo Eclipse. So let's go ahead and do Veil Walker next.
Midnight trailing night, follow my glowing eyes, cut through this realm of light. Wizard Dino One, a world of spells in ancient lore, but darkness walks among you now. The hooded one is at your door. I feel the spiral's magic humming underneath my feet, yet something deeper calls me here, a hunger incomplete. The false god's echoes linger in these towers made of stone, so I bring the silent judgment that the void has always known. No more hiding in the light, no more pretending to be free. The hooded angel enters now, the eclipse has come to set. I am the hooded shadow, the void that walks this spiral blade. Dark void angel steps into your world. chains of rage. Now I wear the hood of grace. In this world of spells and wonder, I bring the truth you cannot see. Could not face. Couldn't shadow. Veil walker. The void has come. Your world will shake. I am the hooded shadow, the eclipse that claims this spiral's fade. Dark void angel, wash your realms, no spell can seal my gate. Glitch inside your magic, violent lightning splits the night. I bring the silent judgment. Let the darkness take the light. Wizard 101. Your story changes from this day. The hooded one has entered, there is no turning away. Through every realm and every battle, through the storm and through the calm, the void has come to test you. Will you rise or fall? The hood remains, the veil is torn. I walk among you forevermore.
So that being said, going back into this, I've never played Wizard 101. I'm not sure if it's related in this. One of the things I've planned is Exile King probably wanted me to add him to my stories. If you haven't checked, I do have 6 chapters of stories currently. You can check it out on x.com, which I will go ahead and link right now. But that being said, here is the link to that. So here's a link to my story if you'd like to check it out. And that being said, I have a storyboard kind of plan for how I'm going to meet up with Exile King Burley. Because as you can see, he is a very powerful individual here. And so part of me was wondering, he is in this universe, he's going to be stronger than my character. So how do I make someone who's stronger than me support me? And so I've been working that out. So I've decided on a thing, and this is also based on if Exile King Broly still wants me to add him to my story. That being said, he is cranking out stories faster than I can crank out mine, so he may decide, you know what, you're taking too long. You're producing slower than George R.R. Martin. So I'm leaving behind. And Wizard perfectly fine. If that's the case, that's perfectly fine. But right now in my story, my plan is I have kind of my backstory, how I grew up. My heritage is actually, my father is a half dragon, my mother is a half vampire. And with that, I am therefore a quarter vampire, quarter dragon, 50% human. So I'm very weird in that aspect. And it's because I'm so little of each, I can't call on my powers that well. My powers are enough. So the only time I can use my powers is really when my blood gets pumping and I feel like my life is in danger, and it kind of auto triggers. When that happens, I can start activating my powers as long as I have adrenaline going on. Over time, I gradually learned to how to control this a little bit better, but I can't keep my powers constant. Uh, but because of my powers, I'm a healer who also uses shielding magic. I go through an adventure party. I got a little overconfident because when my adrenaline gets pumping, I get super strong, super fast. And so I thought I could handle anything. And then, because also, if my adrenaline ever got going, I could use blood as long as I strike the enemy. But in the process, one of the dungeon bosses was a golem. And golems don't have blood. So I tried using my powers the best I could to protect people. But in the process, my party was gravely injured and essentially died in the process. So with them dead and me about to die myself, I did the taboo thing and took the blood of my party to empower me strong enough to defeat this boss, the dungeon floor boss. And now that that's happened, I have this noble who doesn't like me, who tried to set me up and essentially kill me for past grievances. And in the process of the fight, I have killed them and was caught by the town guard in the process of killing them. And so I am on the run currently. That's where my story is currently. So now we go into what is going to happen in the very near future. And the near future involves, I'm going to try to make it on my own. I have a strong sense of justice from my father, who my father, again, is half dragon, half human. He is very kind of political in the fact that he is a merchant guild lobbyist. So he goes to kingdoms and tries to say, here's some good ideas to help out with business. So I try to do the right thing and help people out. And so if I see vagrants or bandits or whatever, I try to take them out. But meanwhile, I was affected in the dungeon previously by this shadow creature. I don't know what it is. I can't seem to get rid of it. It just whispers thoughts in my ear, but on occasion it has helped me by supplementing me with extra mana and strength. Channeling its energy into me. But unbeknown to me, one thing I do not realize is that at all other times it's constantly draining me of energy and mana and life force, and it's gradually getting stronger and stronger. And that's how it's able to empower itself and to help me out. Now, this shadow creature essentially whispers to me, very similar to the One Ring in Lord of the Rings. Not saying much, or even more like Gollum in Lord of the Rings, how he has two voices talking to him about what he should do. But in my mind, I know this is not the right thing to do. So when we talk about dealing with thieves and bandits, it's going to whisper in that, hey, these are the human scum. It's okay to do these forbidden acts such as feed on the human blood for more power. Eventually that noble who I dealt with prior, like I said, I killed the noble. And so what's going to end up happening in the near future is his family is going to come after me. And not just his family, but supporters of him. So I'm going to have bounty put on my head. I'm going to have a kingdom come after me. And in retaliation, I'm going to do what I can to survive by stopping the people in charge. But once I do that, I get a leader of a city. What's going to end up happening is now I have allies of that city or all gather up and try to take care of me. And since I was since I was able to take a city, they decide, let's try different means. And what's going to end up happening is, in the future, is they're going to go after my home village. And unfortunately, I won't realize in time, and I will come back to ruins. And that is when my morality will end up breaking. And the fact that, so then I go from going after just the people who did me wrong to, I will go after the whole cities and anyone who supported them. And so this is going to be how I meet Broly in the future. and to be more accurate, I'm going to end up meeting Giza and Ruda. What's going to be happening is they are going to be in prison, shackled, because they're using Giza as a weapon, with Ruda held as collateral. And so, in the process, I'm going to end up freeing him of his captors. And not just that, we're going to find out that these people who say they are good are actually only good in the eyes of humans. And in the meantime, many demi-humans or creatures and all that they were doing illegal trades with and such. And so I am going to end up, but I still have my strong sense of morality and justice. So, for example, I'll run into a vampire family, but this vampire family did not believe in the sense of justice I had. They just like, we got sick together, we're vampires. And this is going to be one of the things where I am actually going to say, you know what? I'm glad I met you. I'm going to use your power, and I will actually enslave them myself again, so I can drain their powers. And again, I am in a crazed mental state of seeking more power so I can deal with anyone who dares threaten me or my loved ones again. Meanwhile, for my protection of Giza and Ruda, my protection of Ruda, Giza is, Giza's gonna help me out, and I keep on doing everything I can to help support them. And so we go from not just attacking people who want to do us wrong, but it's like, hey, you support what I support, or else it's going to be the character development. Again, like I said, this is that shadow talking in my ear. Going to constantly push me to go beyond my normal lines. And as I grow bigger and stronger, developing an army, nations start fearing what I become, and that at a crucial moment that there's going to come a time where someone tries to push me to the edge, but that's when I'm struggling. That's when the shadow finally decides, hey, they're weak. They're powerful enough where I can now take over their body. And so when I get to a weakened state, I guess a very strong opponent, the shadow's going to try to take over. And during that time, that's when I have planned out that my parents were not actually killed in the village attack, but they were able to flee, but they also did not know how and when to intervene to help me out, because I knew that I was not myself. And so that is when they're going to intervene. And while I'm at my weakest, trying to fight the shadows, trying to corrupt my mind even further, they're going to be the ones who come in and help cleanse me of the shadow. So that's where I have planned for the story. So you've probably gone like 6 or 7 chapters, or no, probably even more than that, chapters into the story of what I have planned. At that point, it'll be a lot of me trying to redeem myself as no longer this conquering, destroy everybody person, into more of, let's get along. I made mistakes. Understand that, but things are different now. So that's the plan of the story. So, that was. So I hope that works with what Exile King Broly has. That being said, I do want to flesh out more of the world, make countries and such. So I'm going to develop countries and stuff, and who knows, maybe I'll change this out. Maybe I'll be like, yeah, this is a little too much, or, but we'll see how it goes on this. I probably, like I said, I probably spoiled too much. But, yeah. I I have this idea in my head. And like I said, that might change tomorrow. Tomorrow might be completely different. Might be, oh no, I thought about world domination, but I decided let's all give trees hugs. uh, who knows? We'll see what it comes out to be. So again, this was Veldwalker. Let me go ahead and share the link for that to everybody. I think I did already, but it doesn't hurt to share again. Alright, there's that. There's that. And which there is that. I know some people want to be in my lore. So I'm definitely the next step is going to build out that world. I want to create a world map. So I'm going to work on doing that along with the different regions and how big the world is, or at least a known world. It's going to be the known world. So I can always expand and make it bigger. But yeah. So, let's go ahead and go into the next one. This is Judgment of Silence. It looks like it's more of a modern one. We got, I think, a Chinese and Russian flag here. But let's go ahead and go into it.
Before your marble halls in silence wrapped in black, drawing low, my glowing eyes cut through the lies you stack. You speak of peace and progress while your city's drowned in sin, feeding on the weak and broken just to line your skin. Your clothes are made of hollow gold, your throws built on the graves of those you trust beneath your boots while preaching what's safe. I see the evil in your heart, the right you try to hide. The hooded angels stand before you. Judgment has arrived. No more words, no more mercy, no more games you play. The void has come to make you answer for the price you made them pay. I am the hooded shadow, the silent end of days. Dark void angel walks among you, cloaked in violent haze. You built your empires on the suffering you refuse to see. Now feel the weight of every soul you broke to set you free. Leaders of this dying world, hear the voice decree. Your evil festers in the dark, it will no longer break. Beneath my cloak the lightning waits, the judgment has begun. I curse your thrones until you face the monsters you've become. You preach of unity while selling fear and hate. Divide your people, watch them bleed. Call it fate. Your works for profit, lies for power, greed that knows no end. I see it all beneath this hood, and this is where it ends. My wings of shadow block the sun, my halo cracks the sky. Violet lightning sings the truth, your golden tongues deny. You cannot run, you cannot hide, the void already knows. The evil living in your veins, the one that never shows. Look at what you've done. Look at who you are. The mirror of your evil is standing where you are. Until then, the cloak remains. The void watches and waits.
So, this was another good one. Let's go ahead and focus on some of the things. One day, I'm not sure if this was a thing with the prompt, but it kind of looks like all the people are running. I mean, am I to Visa? Because which would be interesting if it's like he's coming in, they see him as their savior against a overly corrupt government. Because again, the buildings are almost lined in gold, so I could see something like that where the populace themselves is overwhelmed with corrupt, and the people are just drained so much that, and again, we are drained so much to the point where you can't even support yourself. How are you going to stand against the corrupt, the people in power? And honestly, at that point, it's like the best way to have a good life is be one of the soldiers or defenders of the people in power, because they have all the money.
Before your marble halls in silence wrapped in black, drawn low, my glowing eyes cut through the lies you stack. You speak of peace and progress while your cities drown in sin, feeding on the weak and broken just to...
And again, we have from military to the king to royalty to the business execs.
No more words and no more mercy, no more games you play. The void has come to make you answer for the price you made them pay. I am the hooded shadow, the silent end of days. Dark void angel walks among you, cloaked in violent haze. You built your empires on the suffering you refuse to see. Now feel the weight of every soul you broke to set you free. Leaders of this dying world, hear the voice decree.
And again, one of the things that is mentioned and shown in a lot of it is a room full of fallen crowns. And so we're going to see that with the various kingdoms of cities and that we conquer. And that's all we help to probably that are Giza. Without Giza, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Your evil festers in the dark. It will no longer break. Beneath my cloak, the lightning waits. The judgment has begun. I curse your thrones until you face the monsters you've become.
It's kind of interesting about the whole changing the world up.
Look at what you've done. Look at who you are. The mirror of your evil is standing where you are. Face it! Own it! The void is here.
Even though they're fine, let's toss them a little bit more. This one gets the low X-ray. This is Giza, and Giza's wife is. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember. It's written down here somewhere. Ruda. Ruda is. So Ruda and Giza. So. Oh, that's Ruda. I'm sorry. This is Ruda, Giza's wife. I got them backwards. My apologies. So this is Ruda. And we'll see the wife Giza. And I apologize, I forgot the daughter's name.
Until then, the cloak remains. The void watches and waits.
So first daughter is Fiona, second daughter is Liana. And speaking of, here's where we get to see them. So Ruda and Giza. Giza's showing, ooh, big moment. A very big moment. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I was just so excited seeing the next one. I did not share the link. Let's share the link. And make sure you all give it a like. So again, thank you for that. He said that Bill Walker's your top one right now, but interesting. Yeah, I highly recommend for these videos have the lyrics in here and in the description of what's going on. Because like for example, the Ruda and Giza, if they don't know like it's really easy for them, like, alright, so this must be Exile King Broly, and then they're gonna see Broly, and then later when when Ruda's mentioned, they're gonna be like, who's Ruda? And so just a small description, a couple sentences would make a big difference, I think.
My love, listen. There's a new light inside me.
Yeah, such a magical moment.
I felt it first as quiet warmth beneath my heart. A tiny spark of sapphire.
When you work on your feeding, this is covering her in the soup.
I felt it first as quiet warmth beneath my heart.
I'm teasing.
A tiny spark of sapphire mixed with violet dark. While you stood in silence, hooded shadow wrapped in night. I carried something precious, hidden from the fight. I waited for the moment when the storm had finally stilled, when your clawed hands were gentle and the berserker's rage was chilled. Now the stars are...
Now, I do have a question about Rude. So the club trains his berserker power for magical powers. Now, is that just his berserker strength? Or is it his full berserker? So, for example, is he now like a crazed angry magician? Or a wizard? Or is it he's now level-minded with...
watching as I take your hand in mine, to tell you what the void has blessed us with this time. Not the first, but still.
So it does cover his berserker behavior as well.
Our own. Another soul to call our home.
And it's me.
My hooded angel, my love, my endless dark. I'm carrying our daughter, a new and fragile spark. She'll have your quiet power and my light inside her base. A little star within the void, dancing through the rain. I felt her heartbeat calling like a melody so pure. A perfect blend of shadow and the light we both endure. She'll be our second miracle, our hope, our quiet song. Born from love that survived the dark, where we both once belonged. I dreamed of her last evening with wings of white and blue.
And I remember seeing Fiona earlier in this video, and I was thinking, we'll talk about that later, never mind. Anyways, Leon's adorable.
Tiny hands that reach for you when storms are breaking through. She'll know her father's silence and the strength behind your hood, and learn from me that even light can thrive inside the wood. When I told her about you, the darkness and the flame, she answered with a flutter that whispered out your name. So I come to you tonight, beneath this violet sky, to share the greatest secret. She'll call me mother, and we will teach her that love can live in both the dark and the light. Ruja, my hooded angel, my love, my endless dark. I'm carrying our daughter beneath this beating heart. She'll carry both our legacies, the void and sapphire flame. A little star within the eclipse, forever bearing our name. We've walked through fire and silence, through curses and through chains. Now another life is blooming where our broken souls remain. She's our second promise that the darkness can be kind. Our little girl, our miracle, born of heart and mind. She's coming, our second star, into the void, into our arms, my love. We're home.
And you know, one thing I will say is I do wonder how I wonder about how it would be to if we had wings, what it would be like caring for it, and especially for a newborn. I went ahead and shared the link. Everybody hop over, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hop over to Twitch on my stream over there and just say a little something. I greatly appreciate it. I'm working on getting that Twitch affiliate. I think I have to have 4 streams in a row with at least like 4 active people in it or something like that. And so I'm working on that. So in fact, let me go ahead and pull it up real fast just to show some of the details about it. Where is it? Creator dashboard. Okay. I think this is it. So let's pull it up on the stream real fast. I just had it open. Where was it? I saw it was under LA. Oh, here it is. Over here on the right. Yeah, I have to have a minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. So right now, I have 2 days, I think, so I just need to get a few more. So yeah, if I have people hop in, do the little say hello and such, and then I can, definitely get that. And, the thing is it need to be 3 of average, so I believe that's during my whole time streaming during that day that I need to maintain that average. So again, any help you guys can help provide on that would greatly be appreciated. Yeah, I was actually gonna mention Fiona's appearance. She also is more pale. Earlier she has a very tan complexion. So I didn't notice the difference behind that. I was curious about that. Alright, take care, Penny. So, yeah. Again, Brian, thank you for signing up, Brian. I'm trying to remember the other name. Is it David? I was trying to remember your other name, Pakanini. I thought it was David B or something like that. But thank you for saying aloha. So let's go ahead and check out Veil of Mortal Sin. So Veil of Mortal Sin apparently is about the For those of you who don't see the chat, just in case, it's about the sin of people as a whole, not just the leader. Ricky. I say, I thought it was Brian for a second. I'm like, no, it's not Brian. It's not David.
Watch it Every city, every nation feels the curse begin to spread. A veil of silent judgment falls where mortal evil breeds. They scream for light, they beg for peace, but cannot fade.
Hello, test, test, test. Oh, I was muted. Thank you for letting me know. I've been talking this whole time. That being said, by the way, I apologize if there comes a time where I'm muted and talk. A lot of times it might be because I might feel like a cough is coming and mute myself before I cough. That being said, I was saying that there's times when you feel like you want to try to convince people, and when they won't believe you, the only way to uphold your ideals would be through force. And at that point, you prove them right and see they're being defensive against you. There was once a saying I saw, and it says, something along the lines of, people can't be guilty of committing evil if they are ignorant. It's something along these lines. People can't be convicted for evil if they are not aware that the act is evil. And this is not necessarily as what's societal norms, but for example, let's just say, for example, I'm going to toss an idea to try and explain what this quote is referring to is, well, let's say a dog misbehaves a snaps or someone, so you hit the dog in discipline, not beat, but let them know, hey, this is unacceptable. But imagine if, again, this is something that can be considered normal a lot of times, but imagine if it's on the side of you've done that, and then someone says, well, you just broke a law, that's assault. And so if someone's never believed that was intended to be wrong, can they truly be guilty of a crime that they did not know was something that's a crime? They thought it was acceptable behavior. So that was kind of going on, and I feel like that's what we're getting at with some of this, is that he's mentioning that he'll about trap beneath my cloak until they choose a better grace. It's kind of like they don't understand the evil that they're committing until they realize it, that you're not going to let them go.
The mortals only what they've become. The monster in the mirror that they
Another good example of something like that is someone's mentioning in chat the intentions paved the road to hell. For example, like controlled burns are one example of something that's considered after a ton of research has been determined to be a good thing. But a lot of people who don't understand these, their initial reaction is, "Oh, you're burning the forest? That's a horrible thing." But imagine sitting here with like, a person who's not knowing better sees, "Oh, I see a fire. I better put this fire out." And so they put it out. And in their mind, they're like, "Oh, I did a good thing. I saved the forest," without realizing that was an intended controlled burn. In that sense, they did not realize of the evil they're committing, so they can't be. And that was another case where if you don't realize of the evil of the wrong you're committing, they can't be. It would be wrong to charge them with the crime of that because there's nothing for them to learn at that point. Yes, I did wrong, but without knowing that the act was wrong, they are ignorant of the crime they committed. So it's one of those things that you have to take in consideration based on what they know. If they did not know, if you had the knowledge that they had, there's a possibility that you might have done the same thing. And for controlled burning, I think it's a big example in the fact, using that as an example of, hey, it's usually considered a good thing and the right thing to put out the fire. But in that situation, it wasn't the right thing to do. And Exile King Rolly says, "Imagine a world in this video as evil as the days of Noah, but root is providing a path for redemption without total destruction." In this case, for those of you who might not be aware of what he's referring to, if I'm understanding correct, this is in reference to Noah's Ark that he's mentioning, and the fact that the world was considered evil, and religious text that God went ahead and created a purge of the world, and those who believed were kind of saved. And again, my knowledge on this is very, very limited, so I might be wrong on this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but Noah took in animals of all type, and a few believers who actually believed him and his message of God. And in return, what ended up happening is a great flood came and wiped out civilization, and he rebuilt from that. Speaking of it, it does kind of make me think of, I think the movie is called The Day the Earth Stands Still. Uh, Imagine if we could have the path to no suffering, no wars, true equality and equity. Everybody would have the same. But the cost of it is you do exactly what you're told. You give up all freedoms, no entertainment. If you break any rules, you are eliminated, period. And the truth is even with ending all wars and suffering, humanity would not accept that. The one thing about humanity is we value our freedom, the ability to be creative, rebellious, different things. And I think that in itself is a strength and a weakness. It's a double-edged sword that we have to accept, because that double-edgedness also provides so much growth. To do everything purely for the good of mankind could honestly create stagnation, and because we're all on the same train of thought and not being brave enough or willing enough to branch out from other ways of thinking. So again, another great video. I can really enjoying these. It does bring up a question, and I think this is also a action Warhammer, which is the Tau, which the Tau is pretty much for the greater good. That is it. This one, by the way, Shadow holds the light. I talking probably that you're talking about. That being said, there is a question of, is there too much order as a possibility? Yeah, we'll get to that. We have plenty of time to get to that, so we'll get to there. And so yeah, I do not think humanity could accept too much order. Humanity just wants too much freedom, too much diversity, for entertainment things. Yeah, we would resist if the order became too much. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do Beyond the Veil next. Like I said, we're going through each of these until we get to our 11 o'clock time frame. We might, let's go ahead. We at 10:15. Let's go ahead and take a little 10-minute break. We'll come back at 10:25. So we'll go ahead and be right back. In the meantime, let's have some music. Uh,
I've been watching from the back row at a screen that I hardly know. Every laugh feels like I missed the kill, like a joke I wasn't in on too. I think I'm late to the party. Looks like everyone is already there. I'm standing at the doorway. Should I knock? Do I even dare? Tried to talk, but I cut the line. It didn't sound right in the mud. Every step feels a little off, like I'm fading. ease the pain until my time is over and I see you again. For somewhere you'll be waiting until the very end. And I know this for certain, for you are my best friend. You are my reflection, a shadow by my side, the presence at my shoulder, the strength I feel inside that sees me through till night falls, till the sun rises again. And this I know for certain, for you are my best friend. Time can't take your memory, though it may ease the pain. And now your life is over. I feel my spirit wane somehow through the darkness. To me your light extends, and I know this for certain, for you are my best friend. You are my reflection, a shadow by my side, the presence at my shoulder, the strength I feel inside that sees me through till night falls, till the sun rises again. And this I know for certain, for you are my best friend. This I know for certain, for you are my best friend. This I know for certain, for you are my best friend. It's another dipsy doodler holding everybody up. Well, at least it's not the punk in his big fat truck who always cuts you off just to park in front of the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. It's another driver who can't indicate a turn. Where the hell did he get his license? 'Cause he's got a lot to learn, like the one who speeds around to turn right in front of the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. It's another cyclist going against the grain just because he's in the crosswalk, thinks he's got the right of way, like the drunk who stumbles out and walks right in front of the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. It's another geezer slowing down for schools when the kids are on vacation, 'cause he forgot the rules, like the dude who thinks it's funny 'cause he's holding up the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. It's another righteous mother with a stick fammy on the back, too terrified to turn, and yet there's been a lot of gaps, so the traffic keeps her coming while she's blocking up the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. stop on time. This ain't a little car, I can't stop up on a dime. She'll try to flag you down by running right in front of the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. It's another dottery blue hair driving way too slow. If she can't keep up to speed, her license should have been revoked. Like Gramps who suddenly stops right in front of the bus. Never minding all the trouble they create for us. Never minding all the trouble they create for us.
Get in line, glow-ups.
It's time to say goodbye, so I wish you all the best as you cycle through the rest of your life. Although we've never met, you've been like a friend on whom I can rely to be there to the end of many supper times.
We'll get back to Apu's song.
So long, fare thee well. I am sorry you're going. You leave large shoes to fill. But I applaud your courage to exit on a high. Upon each stage you grace, henceforth you will surely shine. But now it's time. It's time to say goodbye. And now it's come to part, for that has been your choice. And I know I'll miss your smile, because I've heard it in your lovely voice that's reached so many lives. Goodbye, so long, fare thee well. I am sorry you're going. You leave large shoes to fill. But I applaud your courage to exit on a high. Upon each stage you grace, henceforth you will surely shine. But now it's time. It's time to say goodbye.
All right, everybody. That was some Carolina Overdrive, also known as Carolina Freeman, Skybrow Mom on Mama Brows. I want to take a little break, one more deviation from the usual schedule. Julie LaCroix released a new video, and I do want to give them some attention. So we're gonna do their video, and then we'll get back to Exile King Broly. So, we're gonna go ahead and do a recording, so let's get started on the recording. Hello, my name is Atif Fatash, and we are reacting to Julie LaCroix video, Glow Up X Ultra. I don't know what to expect by Julie LaCroix former followers, and so we loved giving them support. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Get in line, glow ups. This is not a spa day.
This is sweat school.
Say it with me.
Glow up, go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Shaky shit shoes, cheap on short, slow, sloppy
You're
toes.
soft as fucking sofa stuck in wobbly slump.
You gonna grind that junk.
Jump, jump, jump.
Glow up, go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Clumsy crap, crunches, crooked cropped core, low and
From
flow.
flabby fuck flesh to flex and flashing lights.
You're awkward ass clowns now.
But you'll get tight.
You slackers done?
No chance.
Drag that dead weight till it's gone.
Sweat that sludge.
You lumpy legends, sidestep, stumble, slip.
Shoelace knotted neon drip.
Plastic mats, pastel pain. Every squat feels like a fucking freight train.
Stiff shoulder, squeaky spine.
Breath bounces out of time. Glow up, go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Shaky shit shoes, cheap cunt shorts, slow, sloppy
You're
toes.
soft as fucking sofa stuck in wobbly slump.
You gonna grind that junk.
Jump, jump, jump.
Glow up, go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Clumsy crap, crunches, crooked cropped core, low and
From
flow.
flabby fuck flesh to flex and flashing lights.
You're awkward ass clowns now.
But you'll get tight.
Are barely alive.
Good, pump that pulse.
You beautiful bricks. Chase that change.
You glorious grinders. Hearts hammer, we don't bow.
Sweat stripes, shirts all stuck, lungs loud, but we love the rush.
Bent back straight, hips in line.
Every tiny turn refined.
You were wobble, wheeze, wiggle, weaklings.
Now you're steady on your feet, you former fuck
Uh.
pigs.
Same song, stronger spine, no more mindless shits. Same steps, sharper shine.
You absolute units. Glow up, go, go. Snappy shit, kicker shoes, high tees, quick toes.
You were soft as sofa, slow and slump like sad cunts.
Now you're drooping higher.
Thump, thump, thump.
Glow up, go, go.
Queener crunches.
Carved out core, full savage flow.
From flabby fuck flesh to flex and flashing lights.
You're fired up.
You're getting tight. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Glow up. Glow up.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Glow up.
Oh gosh. And,
Look at you, you lightning bolts.
Who's quitting?
Wrong answer.
Work that willpower. you powerhouses.
Wide stance, weight uplift you lazy lard asses. Legs locked in, lean and swift.
No more jiggle shits.
Mirror shows a mean new frame.
You transform twats.
Same names, brand new.
Brutal game.
Lines pop, muscles map like card fucking marble.
Zero slack in every lap. You absolute gods. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Fast paint.
Push through. You pussy ghost.
3, 4, 3, 4.
Still sore. Give more. You sore ass whores.
5, 6, 5, 6.
Hold go. You trick. You weak will prick.
7, 8,
You're the glow up. You're the great. Glow up, go, go. Stealing smiles, lean, lethal lines. Wild fucking glow.
used to hide in baggy gear like bloated bitches.
Now you flex your fighting years as mean ass sons of bitches. Glow up, go, go.
Cut core, carved arms.
Full savage flow.
From flab to flexing, flashing lights.
Yeah.
You showed up soft.
You leave here slice.
Class complete. You came in clumsy clouds.
You walk out car from sunlight. Blow up ultra certified.
I cannot express how much my cheeks are hurting for smiling so hard. This is a thing. Wow. Man, my cheeks are hurting right now. They're smiling way too hard. I believe this is row 63, Dooley.
Glow ups. This is not a spa day.
Let me just double check one thing, because no one said anything, so I'm wondering if my chat is working all correct. Lives. Oh yeah, my chat was definitely not working. So let's take a look at chat real fast. See what all I missed. Well, I missed a lot. Sorry about that. Hello, Q-Max, good to see you. Diabolical. Yeah, every now and then YouTube chat just freezes on me. I have to refresh. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch this and talk about things we see.
This is sweat school.
Say it with me.
Glow up, glow up.
We got BJ Nathaniel here looking dad bod.
Go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Got Kiwox,
Shaky shit shoes.
Fashizi,
Con short, slow,
Grania,
sloppy toes.
and then the animation, the different set. I'm glad we did a whole bunch of different settings. We got Bloop here.
Sofa stuck in wobbly slump.
But you gonna grind that.
Actually,
Junk.
Jump, jump, jump.
as absolutely, we got Hot for now.
Glow up,
Bloop.
go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Clumsy crap,
And we got Skyebrows. And here's the thing. If you're ever in bad shape like this, just keep the faith, keep doing what you're doing. You may not like it or see results right away, but if you keep it up, it will gradually hit.
Just cook it, craft core, low and
From
flow.
flabby fuck flesh to
Hit G-Song with Brad.
flex and flashing lights.
You're awkward ass clowns now.
But you'll get
And people still doing pull-ups even though he has a belly.
tight.
You flackers done?
No chance.
Drag that dead weight till it's gone.
Sweat that sludge.
You lumpy legend.
We got Yasbo here.
Sidestep, stumble,
Mind the Raw.
slip.
Shoelace knotted knee.
I didn't quite catch who this is. Let me check who's after Mind the Raw. part of it looks like a male version of Nightwave Fantasy, but I don't think that's what it is.
Shoelace knotted, neon drip.
Plastic mats,
So yeah, here is Nightwave Fantasy.
pastel pain. Every squat feels like a
Yeah, Angel?
fucking freight train.
Stiff shoulder, squeaky spine.
Breath bounces out of time.
Not 100% sure here. Help me out.
Glow up, go, go.
We got Roboticus here purging heresy.
Go, go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Shaky shit, shoot.
Got Rain here.
Cheap cunt short, slow, sloppy
You're
toes.
soft as fucking
Eustace.
sofa stuck in wobbly slump.
And it is just a fun slop video. And by slop, I don't mean like it's bad quality. It's just meant to be funny and silly and exaggerated. And it's just fun. I really am enjoying this. We got Gaming Syndicate. Got the bars already.
Grind that junk.
Jump, jump, jump.
And what you doing here, Keen? Try and get us into the foot stuff. So I have to say, that is incredible balance. Keen, you must have been like a male ballet dancer.
Jump.
Go, go.
And we got Tara here.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Mad Hatter. With the gold plated.
Clumsy crap, crunch.
And now the bloop is starting to get some of the tone going.
Just crooked, cropped core, lowland flow.
Flabby fuck, flex
While I is just enjoying his dad bod.
and flashing lights.
Your awkward ass
We got Little Reaper Jr. And recently, I did not know this, but I thought humans were so little weight compared to horses that it really didn't matter. But apparently, over 200 pounds is discouraged for horses, which I did not know. I didn't know it until I watched this video where this guy literally does a helium-filled weather balloon vest where he has 3 weather balloons to decrease a person's weight by like 40 pounds, so he meets underneath the weight threshold for riding a horse. That was a weird video.
pounds now.
But you'll get tight.
You breathing yet? Are barely alive?
Good, pump that pulse.
You beautiful bricks. Chase that change.
We got Diabolical here.
You glorious grinders.
Go back.
Glorious
Got Angry Duck.
grinders.
Look at that beautiful form. There is a reason why marble would be made to look like that. This is peak male form right here. And, I mean, just look at it. Beautiful. And Dale Demon just being the confident. You got belly drum. Belly drum.
High knees higher now.
Hearts hammer, we don't.
And Gajers are doing some dumbbells.
Sweat stripes, shirt
Dog pocket.
stuck, lungs loud, but we love the rush.
Bent back straight, hips
And I forgot who this is. I need to follow them more.
in line.
Every tiny turn.
Oh, I look at him lifting, and we got Con Tap in the background. Doing weights.
Refine.
You were wobble, wheeze, wiggle, weaklings.
Now you're steady on your feet, you former fuck pigs.
Same song, stronger spine.
And then reverse the outfits here.
Fuck pigs.
Same song, stronger spine.
No more spineless shits.
Same steps, sharper
And now Rebecca's got big.
shine.
You absolute unit.
Mind a ride to be bicep kiss thing.
Glow up, go, go. Snappy shit, kicker
And my goodness, I could kill someone with these thighs.
shoes.
slump like sad cunts.
Now you're jumping higher.
Thump, thump, thump.
Glow up, glow up.
Julie looked like she's ready for a fighting game. Or sorry, not Julie. It's not Julie. It's Enjo, but not Julie. But again, looking awesome, right? It's whip out some kung fu.
Go, go.
Cleaner crunches.
Carved out core.
And we got absolutely here.
Full savage flow.
From flabby fuck flesh.
What's that? Yeah.
Full savage flow.
From flabby fuck flesh to flex and flashing
And then we got, Polygora,
lights.
You're fired up.
You're
Dale Demon, and we got, Daedra here.
getting tight.
Rule 63, P-Lock, which is adorable. Yasvo, being a gentleman. I love Yasvo, he's so sweet. But he's giving that wild hip thrust. We're gonna be giving our hip play. Trying to please Father Lupus, I'm assuming. I believe it's Father Lupus who everybody ships her with. And might be a real relationship, I'm unsure of that. You know, I love this expression. She's just like, yeah, I know I'm hot shit. The mighty wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I need to turn that into a GIF.
Look at you.
You lightning bolts.
Who's quitting?
Wrong answer.
Work that. We'll
Nightwear Fantasy again. Nightwear Fantasy has an awesome model. I love her model.
power.
Rhino rocks.
You powerhouse.
And we got the Fed in the background spying on Gaming Syndicate. And this is a reference to the Cleopatra, or no, Meowpatra, where lands on the keyboard and then jumps out the window later on.
Wide stance, weight uplift, you lazy lard asses. Legs locked in, lean
And we got Terror again.
and swift.
No more jiggle shits.
Mirror shows a
Wait, who is that? A dot pocket with the seal on me. A Mad Hatter looking swell.
mean new frame.
You transformed.
We have Bizik, or sorry, Bizarre. Yeah, Bizarre. Or Biz 7.
Twats.
Same names.
Keen, looking swole. Maybe call it Swing. No, Bizarre.
Brand new
Brutal game.
lines pop muscles.
And now we got another 5 specimen for a marble, carved like fucking marble.
Melt like carved fucking marble.
Zero slacking.
And this time, instead of the other way around with the field spider chasing him, he's chasing field spider.
Every lap. You absolute
And look at Confab looking amazing.
gods. 1, 2, 1, 2. Push through. You pussy ghost. 3,
Yeah, G-Son, I believe.
3, 4. Still sore. More. You
Alright. Alright.
sore ass whores. 5, 6, 5, 6. I'll go. You trick. You weak. Well.
Yeah, look at me getting dove. He's getting her and not me. I like carries.
7, 8, 7, 8. You're the glow up. You're the great.
I believe this is supposed to be Angry Duck. It has Angry Duck's eyes, but it is a parrot. Might be it. And it also has Angry Duck's cigar. But I think it's, sometimes the prompt doesn't behave.
You're the great. Glow up. Glow up.
You know, this could be Morgan or is it Eva? It's one of the two. I think it's probably Morgan because we've seen a lot of people who are in my chat. And also, Morgan loves the lace. Morgan King Warlord.
Go, go.
Mad Hatter with a glow up. Oh, Mad Hatter always has glow up.
Smiles, lean, lethal.
And my goodness, if Reaper is that big, hopefully his body is made of wood because my goodness, that horse will be struggling with just struggling.
Lines, wild fucking glow.
Used to hide in baggy gear
Do we hawk some for now?
like bloated bitches.
Now you flex your fighting years.
Diabolical.
Mean ass
Jaded fat, looking great.
sons of bitches. Glow up, go.
Bloop.
Core car
Now looking good.
arm.
Then not saying it wasn't looking good before. I appreciate good dad bod.
Full savage flow.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Helen.
From flab to flab.
And we got Feeble Mind here with the old Santa hat. We haven't seen, well, obviously it makes sense we haven't seen Santa Feeble because it's nowhere close to Christmas. Maybe he'll pop in a 6-month till Christmas at the midway point.
In flashing lights.
You showed up soft.
And DJ Nathaniel looking a little soft here too.
Leave here slice.
A little more. We got good Gearzard.
Class complete.
And then we got Brock again. Actually with Pelagara.
You came in clumsy clouds.
You walk out.
And then we got Lion Eustace. Oh,
Car from sunlight. Blow up ultra. Certified.
really, that was great. That was so much fun. Let's go ahead and share that. Everybody, leave a comment, leave a like. You know the drill. I'll go ahead and give you a few seconds to do that. And then we'll get back, and we have time for one more Exile King Broish song. Which we will go ahead and do shows Hold the Light as our last one. And then we will do our Discord moments where we hang out in Discord for the rest of the night. So, so let me end my recording here. Alright. I just realized my camera is not positioned right. Oh wait, it is positioned right, just my thing was minimized, so I apologize. Alright, so without further ado,
Hold on, we're here. She wears is cracking, thorns are turning black, but we won't let the darkness pull her further back. We stand beside her, couldn't fight an angel flame. Through the gates calling out her name. Through the glitch and thunder, through the breaking storm, we'll drag her back from possession. Keep her spirit alive. Often all done. The shadows cannot win. My cloak of midnight wraps around your sin. He's a sapphire light, will burn the lies away. We three are bound together. We will make her stay. We will make her stay.
Void and light combine, a possession fractures slowly as our spirits intertwine.
Can you hear us? We're the dark that keeps you safe. Let our voices pull you back
From the edge,
from the
fight it. Break it. We won't let you
void and light surround you.
inside to our core.
We stand beside her, hooded void and angel flame,
Root and gaze up,
burning through the pain.
pledge inside the darkness.
Symphonies collide
We'll tear the false gods out of her.
and bring her back to life.
Often rise,
The shadows loose tonight.
my cloak becomes your armor.
Jesus wings your light,
Together we are stronger.
and the voices in your
Hooded
head.
angel, sapphire angel.
We won't let you fall.
Again.
You're safe now. We're with you. The darkness bends for you.
So that was a good song. I really want to. It really does a good job of illustrating what I want to happen with my storyline. The animation here was really good. It really stood out compared to a lot of the others, I felt like. And it did a good job illustrating the story. And one thing that is, and I did kind of mention that the shadow's going to take over me at one point. It's going to be after a crucial fight. How I'm going to make that happen, I'm unsure of. So, but it's going to be interesting. I'm going to make a Exile King Broly Void Magic come into play here a lot. I think, sorry. Let me get the names correct. Laser's gonna help, to help try to cleanse to break the connection between me and the shadow. Or the void is gonna try to tear the shadow out of my being, so say that's corrupting me because it's so we're gonna go into that later. We'll talk about Ruda and I'm so sorry. Probably I keep on seeing it as you, so I think of you and not to go Ruda and Gisa, so I apologize. Yeah, so we're gonna have that void magic that you have. It's gonna be crucial in how it's gonna change me and save me. So I'm really looking forward to doing that story. And this is your music really captures the idea. But that being said, as I mentioned, my parents are going to get involved, and it's going to be about while your boy is able to pull him away, the shielding magic of my father is going to play a crucial role. While the ability to see life force and surgically alter it is going to be important for my mother. So they're going to, while you're going to try to pull it out, they're essentially going to be the ones who cut and dissect it from my entire being so that you can pull the shadow and out of me and I can be protected from it. And then there's, yeah. So it's going to be a fun story. I'm really looking forward to it when I get to that part. But I don't want to just say, all right, let's hurry up and get there because, so other things that I'm going to add some more backstory, some happy moments, some sad moments, some, and so it's not just like, oh, I'm evil. Oh, I'm not no longer evil. So I need to make it where I have these moments and I dwell in the moments and have moments in the moments of how they develop and change me. And that is not going to be a quick thing that happens. It's going to be a driving course and it's going to shape of who I am even after the shadow's gone. I'm going to reflect on those moments. I want those moments to happen. And a lot of it's going to be how the shadow helped that way helped me realize how naive I was and that as long as you do all things by the book, everything will come out right. So it's gonna be a fun story. I'm really looking forward to it. But with that being said, we have reached our 11 o'clock hour. So if possible, let's go ahead and share the Discord. Feel free to join. There is a small trial phase for those of you who I did not recognize. And all it is when you're in our server, I will have to pull you into the voice server, and until we get to know you a little bit better, we're just gonna keep an eye on locks. We have had bad actors do things, and we just want to avoid those bad actors from causing havoc. So, yes, don't take it as an attack or anything. It's not gonna take long. But we look forward to it. That being said, I know that there was some breaking news tonight, so I pray for the well-being of everybody regarding that situation. But yeah, and I hope you all join me in Discord. And yeah, we'll talk then. All right. So again, with that, thank you everybody. And I am going to work on getting that Skyebrows butt wiggle because it was adorable. All right. Have a good night.